Hi guys, this is my second time recording this. I was recording it and then I was like somewhat done, not really done, but I was doing A Dog's Purpose Part 36 and then my dad was asking my cleaning lady where I was and I'm like, are you freaking kidding me? So I had to stop the video because I had to let my freaking dad know where I was, even though I just got home back from school. I'm like, I'm not in the freaking mood to talk to my dad. I like annoy my dad because it's easier that way. Because I don't like living with a deaf person. I'm like, I need to finish reading this freaking book. It is a day late from the library. And I need to finish freaking reading this goddamn book. So anywho, let's do A Dog's Purpose Part 36. Every time someone passed me my cage, I leaped to my feet, expecting to be the boy. As the days wore on, I sometimes gave voice to my frustration during the non-stop course of barking that ran off the walls. Where was Ethan? Where was my boy? The people who fed me and took care of me were gentle and kind, and I have to admit that I so crave human contact. I went to them whenever one of them came open my cage, offering my head for stroking. When a family with 3 young girls came to visit me in a small room, I climbed into the laps and rolled on my back. So desperate was I to feel human hands on my body. Can we keep him, Daddy? One of the girls asked. The affection pouring off the 3 children made me squirm. He is black as Coley, mother of the family said. Coley, the father said. Excuse me. He held my head, looking at my teeth, and then lifted my front paws one by one. I knew what this meant. I'd been through this type of examination before. I could feel a cold fear grew in my stomach. No, I couldn't go home with these people. I belonged to the boy. Coley, Coley, the girls chanted. I regarded them numbly. Their adoration no longer welcome. Let's go to lunch, the man said. Daddy! But when we're done, we'll come back and take Coley for a car ride, he finished. Yay! I heard the words car ride clearly, but was relieved when, after a lot more hugging from the girls, the family left. I was put back in my cage and curled up for a nap. A little mystified, I remember when Maya and I did school, how it was my job to sit and let children pet me. Maybe this was the same thing, only now the children would be coming to me. I don't mind. What was important was that I'd been wrong. The family had not been here to take me away with them. I would wait for my boy. Human motivation is unfavorable to dogs, so I wasn't sure why the 2 of us were separated, but I knew that when the time came, Ethan would find me. Good news, boy, you've got a new home, the woman who fed me said as she passed in a bowl of fresh water. They'll be back soon and we'll get you out of this place for good. I knew it wouldn't take long. I wagged and let her scratch my ears, licking her hands, showing her happy spirit. Yes, I thought in reply to her good mood, I am still here. I'm going to call that man who brought you in. He'll be happy to hear we found you a good family. When she left, I circled around a few times and settled down for a nap, back to waiting patiently for the boy. Half an hour later, I sat up all right out of my sleep. A man's voice had just come to me, an angry voice. Ethan, I barked. My dog, my property, I changed my mind. He was shouting. I stopped barking. I held perfectly still. I could sense him on the other side of the wall, and I stared at the door, willing it to open so I could smell him. And a minute later, it did. The one who had given me water leading the boy down the hallway. I put my paws on the cage, wagging. The woman was furious. I could sense it. Those children are going to be so disappointed, she said. She opened my cage and I lunged out, crushing myself against the boy, wagging and licking and whimpering. The woman's anger left her as she watched. Well then, she said, my goodness. Ethan stood at the counter for a few minutes, writing something down while I was patient at his feet and tried not to paw him. Then we were outside the door in front of the seat of the car for a car ride. Though it had been a long time since I had the wonderful thrill of a car ride with my nose out the window, what I wanted most was to put my head in Ethan's lap and feel his hand stroke me, so that's what I did. You really do forgive me, don't you, buddy? I gave him a alert look. I put you in jail and you don't care at all. Excuse me. We drove a bit in the comfortable silence. I wonder if we were heading to the farm. You were a good dog, the boy finally said. I went with pleasure. Okay, well, let's stop and get you some dog food. Eventually we did go back to the farm, and this time when Ethan opened the front door to the house, he held it open for me so I could trot right in. That night after dinner, I lay at his feet more content than I could ever remember being. Sam, he said to me. I raised my head, expecting. Max? No, Winston. Murphy? I want so much to please him, but I had no idea what he was asking of me. I found myself wishing he would command me to find. I love the idea of demonstrating the kind of work I would do. Bandit? Tucker? Oh, I knew what this was about. I gazed at him, waiting for him to make up his mind. Trooper, lad, buddy? There, I knew the word. I barked and he stared in surprise. Whoa, is that your name? Did they used to call you Buddy? I wagged. Well, okay, Buddy. Buddy, your name is Buddy. By the next day, I was fully comfortable responding to Buddy. It was my new name. Here, Buddy, he would call. Sit, Buddy. Well, hey, somebody trained you pretty well. Looks like. Wonder how you came to find yourself here. Were you abandoned? For the most part, I was afraid to leave Ethan's side. That first day, I was surprised when he went to Grandpa and Grandma's room to sleep, but didn't hesitate when he patted the mattress, jumping up on the soft bed and stretched down a groan of pure luxury. Ethan got out of bed several times that night to use the bathroom, and I loyally went with him on each occurrence, standing in the doorway while he did his business. You don't have to follow me every time, you know, he told me. He also didn't sleep in it as late as he used to but was up with sunrise, fixing both of us breakfast. Well, buddy, I'm semi-retired now, Ethan said. I still have a few clinics I consult with, and I've got a phone call scheduled with one of them this morning, but after that we've got the day free. I was thinking the two of us could work in the garden today. That sound good to you? I love the name Buddy, I decided. After breakfast, I had toast. The boy talked to the phone, so I explored the house upstairs felt little used. The rooms had a musty door with barely any advice of Ethan's presence. His room was still there, but Mom's room had no furniture and was full of boxes. A downstairs closet was firmly shut, but as I sniffed along the bottom crack, a familiar scent wafted out. The flip. 31. There was a sadness in the boy, a deep hurt that was new to him, and far more stubborn than the pain that had started in his leg. It's just me living here. I don't know who you're looking for, Ethan told me as I examined every corner of the house. I always meant to get married. Came close to it a couple of times, in fact, but it never seemed to work out. Lived with a woman in Chicago for a few years, even. The boy stood and stared silently out the window, and the sadness in him increased. John Lennon said that's life, what happens when you're making other plans. I guess that sums it up, pretty much. I went over to him and sat, lifting a paw to press against his thigh. He dropped his gaze down to me. I wagged. Well, hey, buddy, let's get you a collar. We went upstairs to his bedroom. We pulled a box down off a shelf. Let's see. Okay, here it is. I jingled around from the box as Ethan lifted a collar out of the box and shook it. The noise was so familiar I shivered. As Bailey, I had made that same jiggle sound whenever I had moved. This used to belong to another dog a long, long time ago. Bailey. I wired at the name. He showed it to me and sniffed. It picked up the ever so faint scent of another dog. Me. I realized I was smelling me. It was a very odd sensation. He shook the collar a few times. Now, that was a good dog, that Bailey, he said. He sat for a moment, lost in thought, and he looked at me. When he spoke, his voice was raw, and I felt a surge of strong emotions come from sadness and love and regret and mourning. I guess maybe you better get your own collar, buddy. It wouldn't be right to make you try to live up this one. Bailey was a pretty special dog. I was tense when the car ride the next day led us into town. I did not want to go back to the cage and place with all the barking dogs, but it turned out we were just picking up bags of food and a stiff collar for my neck. To which Ethan and Fanny some jiggling tags when we got home. It says my name is Buddy. I belong to Ethan Montgomery, he told me, holding one of the tags in my head. In his hand, I wagged my tail. After several such trips to town, I learned to relax my guard. It no longer felt as though Ethan was going to abandon me. I stopped hunting his side and took to wandering around on my own, stretching my territory out to include all of the farm, paying special attention to mailbots in addition places by the road where other mail dots had been. The pond was still there, and there was still a flock of stupid ducks living on its banks. For all I knew, they were all the very same ducks. It hardly mattered. They acted the same when they saw me, jumping into the water in alarm and then swimming back to look at me. I knew there was no point in chasing them, but I did so anyway, but just for the sheer joy of it. Ethan spent most of his day on his knees in a big, moist plot of ground beyond the house, and I learned that he did not want me lifting my leg in that area. He talked to me while he played with the dirt, so I listened, wagging when I heard my name. So, we'll be going to the farmer's market on Sundays now. That's a fun time. My tomatoes fetch a pretty price, he said. One afternoon I got bored with the digging in the dirt game and wandered into the barn. The mysterious black cat was long gone. There was no scent of her left anywhere, and I felt a little disappointed somehow. She was the only cat I ever met whom I enjoyed knowing. No, that wasn't really true, though I mostly found it irritating. Tinkerbell's unbanished affection for me had ultimately been gratifying. In the back of the barn, I found a pile of old blankets, molding rotten. When I pushed my nose into them and breathed deep, though, I could very faintly pick up a familiar comforting smell. Grandpa, this was where we used to come to do our chores together. It's good for me to get out, take walks, Ethan told me. I don't know why I didn't think to get a dog before. I need the exercise. Some evenings, we'd circle the farm on a well-worn path, the small Troy the whole way, and others we strolled down the road in one direction or the other. I always felt something from the boy when we passed Hannah's place, though he never stopped or went by up to the house to see her. I wondered why I could no longer smell her and remember Claire in the dog park, positively covered in Hannah's scent. One such evening as we passed Hannah's house, I was struck by something that hadn't before occurred to me. The pain I could feel burrowed down deep the boy was very similar to what I sensed inside Jacob long ago. There was a lonely grief, the sense of having to say goodbye to something. Sometimes the mood lifted completely, though. Ethan loved to take his cane and smack it against a ball in the yard, sending it flying down the driveway for me to pursue and return. He played this game often. I would have worn the pads off my feet to keep him so happy. When I caught the ball on a high bounce, snagging out of the air like a piece of meat dropped through a fence, he would laugh in delight. Other times, though, the dark swirl of sadness and overtake him. I never thought my life would turn out this way, he said to me one afternoon, his voice hoarse. I nursed him, trying to cheer him up. All by myself, no one to share my days with. Made a lot of money, but after a while the job didn't give me much pleasure, so I more or less quit, and that didn't give me any pleasure either. I ran and got a ball and spat it into his lap, but he turned his face away and ran. His pain so sharp it made me want to yelp. "Aw, but things just don't always go as planned," he sighed. I dubbed my nose after the ball, shoving it up between his legs, and finally that was rewarded with a weak toss which I pounced upon. His heart wasn't in it. "Good dog, Buddy," he said absently. "I guess I don't feel like playing right now." I was frustrated. I was being a good dog. I had done fine, and I was back with the boy, but he wasn't happy, not the way most people would at the end find when Jacob and Maya and the others would give them blankets and food and return them with their families.